Hi, my name is Lavandyre. Yes, pronounced like lavender, the flowering plant, herb, and color. If you're an OG, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. Feel free to share, subscribe, click the bell for future notifications to new videos, follow my socials to stay connected. All links are down below in the description section. If you have anything to say, feel free to share your comments down below as well.
Today, I'll be taking you guys on a trip to the New York Comic Con to see both the Winx Club panel and booth. Enjoy!
So that we're here. I'm about to go inside. So we are going to panel 4. So let's see how it goes. Okay guys, I'm here. I'm super excited. I can't wait. My hair is probably a little frizz up because the rain. Here we go. So we're gonna head on over to level 4 is where I gotta go. Escalator. Okay, here we go. Here we go guys. I can't wait. I'm gonna go and fix my hair when I get upstairs. They have an elevator over here. Oh, look at this over here. But I think I might take the escalator. We'll see how that goes. We shall see. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Message him, let him know. Yeah, let me message him and let him know that. So, I think we're on yeah, I think we're on the 4th floor. We're on the 4th floor. What I have to look for is the room 406. So I gotta look for room 406. Alright, here we go. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go to the room to see what's going on. Can't wait. That's super, like the weather's not that great over here because it's supposed to rain, but it's alright. Oh, gotta wait over here. Alright guys, so I'm gonna show you guys the room I'm waiting for, which is obvious. It's this one. So you guys can see that. So that's at 10:30. So I think I have to, oh yeah, we have to wait right here.
The guy told us for it's line up here.
Oh, it's here?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure because the it's like oh
yeah, but they have to let us into there.
yeah.
So we're just kind of chilling now.
Same here. I came here like super
like your
early.
wings.
Thank you. I am going in. Here we are. Meow.
close your eyes. Don't look. On my right here is Stephanie Brooks, editor at Papercuts Graphic Novels, new Papercuts Graphic Novels that you can purchase at our booth later on, that we'll get into later.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Brooks. I am an editor with Papercuts. I've been with Papercuts since December of 2021. And I am honestly so honored to be here. I grew up with Winx Club. It is really magical to be that kid who was always wearing pink and wearing dresses, and to finally be up here holding the pink book. Surrounded by people who also love this kind of stuff. Thank you for coming.
Alright, that's awesome. Alright, and then next to Stephanie is Christina Harrington, who is editor at Maverick Graphic Novels. So.
Hi everybody, it's so nice to be here near Comic-Con. Y'all look great. I'm just excited to be here with my Mad Cave team. They're a great group of people. I've been here since July, so this is sort of a new team to be working with on Maverick books. We've got some cool stuff coming up. I can't talk about why I'm on this panel yet, but we'll get there.
In maybe 20 minutes, to see how fast I get through these slides. And then our mystery guest, who comes all the way from, I cannot reveal, Olivia Portero Briggs, and we will be revealing why she's here very shortly. So, yeah. So anyway, Olivia, you want to go
I have to just mysteriously
say hi. Yeah.
Be like, hello. I can tell you nothing. You'll learn about me later. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm so glad to see so many faces in this room this early. This is very impressive for a Saturday morning. So thank you so much for showing up.
Yeah. Give a round of applause for Olivia. And also give yourself a round of applause for being here at 10:30 in the morning. Everybody else, I'm super excited to be here. I've been with Papercuts for quite a while. Papercuts is known for a lot of different original titles and licensed titles, but Winx Club is one that's very special to me. I was a Fox 4 Kids kid. I had Yu-Gi-Oh! I had
Bratz, Tokyo Mew Mew.
And then Winx Club came on like right before it, and they all just congealed together, and they were all just like, I love Winx Club. It was awesome. It was such a cool, like, and you know, it was like, oh, it was like a girl show, and I was like, no, it's awesome. I love Winx Club. Like, I loved all the girls. I loved all of their cool moves. They were always so goofy, and like, I love that Fox just gave it, like, just put it in there with everything else. So I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy that Papercuts gets to shepherd Winx Club into the 20th anniversary. So, thank you. And I'd also like to give a special shout out to our friends at the Winx team over here for making all this happen. So, they've got a booth on the show floor as well. So we'll be giving you that info later. So yeah. So anyway, now the intro's out of the way, I'd like to introduce you to special guests all the way from Italy. He can't be here unfortunately, but I'd like to give you a special message from President and Rainbow Finder Eugenio Straffi, and he's going to give you a special message to celebrate the big 20th anniversary, just from all the way from Italy and his first inception of Winx to today. So give it away to him.
Hi everybody. Unfortunately, I cannot be here with you today, but I want to take the chance to thank all the US Winx fans for being here, and also also Mercury Studios for creating the space for this panel today. I'm also glad to answer to some questions about Winx Club. Winx Club means a lot for me. It's the story that I created many years ago, but still today, after 20 years, is giving emotions to millions of viewers around the world. And so I always had a special connection with the Winx, with the fans, and we will always continue to keep this story interesting and alive for many, many years. I had many special moments with Winx over the years, but I especially enjoyed all the meetings with the fans at the various Comic-Con that I had the honor and the pleasure to attend. It is really, for me, very inspiring and interesting to get to know how much Winx has meant in the life of these young people, which are now young adults actually. Well, there's few things here and there which I would have done differently, but maybe the main thing that I would change now is the graphic of season 8, where we have done some little changes to adjust face and size of the girls, which shouldn't be probably done because the Winx has been always different in their look, in their way of being, and it should have stayed the same. Well, I can definitely say that we are working since years at a great reboot of the series, and it will be definitely something in the DNA of the Winx, but also totally new in terms of graphic, animation, and storytelling. So we're very excited. We can't wait to present it to our friends around the world. And of course, there's always many other things which are in the pipeline, and we are still in the writing process of a live-action theatrical movie. Lastly, I would like to take the chance to thank again Mercury Studios and Paper Cuts for relaunching the graphic novel of the Winx Club. This is the first original graphic novel that appeared many years ago, 20 years ago, and we are very excited that the old fan can bring the game, and also new fan can finally discover the Winx Club. Thank you everybody, and enjoy the rest of the time.
Go on a little bit to the impact of Winx Club over the years. So as you know, next year is going to be 20th anniversary since it's been on air. It's gone through 8 TV series, 4 movies, 3 CGI animated movies, 5 live shows, 60 million fashion dolls since the first line, 150 plus international broadcasters, and 11 plus billion views on YouTube. And I'm assuming a lot of that comes from you guys. And that must be for a good reason. So let's dig a little into why Winx has really stuck for years and what it's meant to a lot of people. So, a lot of the key themes, one of the really huge key themes for Winx Club is the empowerment, girls' empowerment. Back when it came on in 2004, it was really the first TV series like it. Really strong roster of girls, really fashion forward, really strong. They knew what they wanted. They went through trials and tribulations, and it really stuck with a lot of people. And as we were saying on the panel, it was just such a great series to experience at such a young age for young girls. So really happy that we're still going strong. We're still inspiring young girls around the world and everybody who relates to the Winx. So, and one of another key themes of the Winx is diversity and inclusion. The Winx Club, they reflect the world outside. They've got a very diverse roster, and really allows all the girls to identify themselves, and they get to really own their identities and express their identities, and that really sticks with a lot of people. And it's a value that we're really going to take to heart moving forward, well into the 20th anniversary and beyond. So, and the other part of it, which very important part of it, is that they're very fashion forward. They've got a million different outfits, and they're very much in line with Italy. So yeah, the designs and the style, they're so hip, they're so happening, they were on the cutting edge. Even like just from their everyday outfits that they would wear to school and like their transformation sequences, you hadn't seen anything like it on TV back then. Like it was just insane. And you know, and it really stuck with people, and it really bled out into the rest of the world with different fashion lines and different clothing and apparel and everything. So Winx Club really stuck out for itself as a really fashion-forward, really trend-setting brand. So, as you can see from some of the stuff that Stephanie and I are wearing as well, so. Which you might be able to purchase later, we'll mention. Cool. The other thing too is that not only are they fashion trendsetters, they're also very musically inclined, and they're also very funny. What is it? There's about 100 original songs that are produced so far for the Winx Club, between all of the different music videos and the tons and tons and tons of different theme songs from all of the different iterations. Which ones are your guys' favorites? Theme songs? Anybody? Anybody? Candy? Okay. Let's go. Believe it. Okay. Cool. All right. Solid. Yeah. So you know, even if it not even. You know, we have Musa, who's the fairy of sound, but also just the entire brand just embraces music, embraces the livelihood of comedy, and it really just allowed Winx to spread out to not just the animated series. You know, it bled out into into the music industry and everything like that. So, and yeah, and just over the years, the Winx have continued to be in everyone's lives throughout the years from 2004 and beyond. We've got all the different iterations of the TV series, all the way back from 2004 to now, even now. And we've got all the different theatrical movies and the spin-off animated series. So, and there's much more Winx stuff to come. That's all I'm gonna say. So we'll have to find out maybe in a few years. We won't hear anything here, but anyway. So on top of all of the themes and important aspects of the Winx, and all of the years of the shows and it being in our lives, the most important aspect of the Winx, ultimately, it wouldn't be here without all of you guys. So we, the Winx team, put together this little tribute to all of you, so please enjoy, and thanks again. Here without all of you guys, all your passion for the magic and the fashion and the team and everything, so thank you so much. Club Volume 1, Welcome to Magix. Now, this technically comes out in January, but as many of you know, we've got the special 20th anniversary edition at our booth and at the Winx Club booth, so you can get an early sneak peek of it. But yeah, so just to read through the description, get ready for magical adventures with everyone's favorite members of the Winx Club. Join the Winx Club, a group convert the fairies and fight evil using their unique magical powers. In this first installment, Bloom is introduced to fairy school and magics and a whole new world of superpowered girlfriends, scary monsters, and wicked witches, all the while becoming stronger herself and finding the true meaning of friendship. So yeah, this graphic novel is based on the original TV series, and these are adaptations of the classic episodes in chronological order. So as you can see, it's the episode where Stella takes Bloom to Althea and introduces her to the magical realm, and she has to say goodbye to her parents, unfortunately. And we're just really excited to bring these comics back after all these years. They were originally printed concurrently with the TV series. So we're really excited in honor of the 20th anniversary to bring them back and to really celebrate where it all started with a really great nostalgic trip down memory lane, and also to introduce a whole new generation to these great adventures and everything. But yeah, and each volume has about 3 stories, and it's got 3 different episodes pretty much. And so it said volume 1 comes out in January, or today if you're interested, and volume 2, I will tease, will be out summer 24. So here first. So there will be more Winx on the way. There will be more episodes adapted. We'll be getting through a good chunk of season 1 as we go, and you can expect more volumes, you know, about every season or so. So yeah, this is really good Winx goodness for everybody. So I'd just like to go into a quick Q&A with Stephanie over here about Winx Club. So Stephanie, you ready?
Born ready.
Let's do it. All right, so first question. What do you think fans should expect from the Paper Cuts Winx Club series?
I think fans should expect some like genuine passion, and it's really like what you know and love from the TV series. Viz Media originally published the Winx, and we're doing it a little differently. We have a fantastic Italian translator / localizer, Donette McGinnis, who's working to adjust the language and help it hit a modern audience. But it's still the same stories you know and love. We're doing a slightly different ordering of the stories. So in like the earlier 2000s, sometimes publishing companies would sort of mix things around and adjust plot lines as they went. But these are going to be in the authentic Italian order. It's really beautifully been relettered by our fantastic designer, Charles Pritchett, who also helped put on this lovely gold foil and made sure like it's all readable. The art is all on the cover is original art that the fantastic Italian team helped put together and draw. So it's really a special volume, and it's going to be a really fantastic and special series.
Awesome, thank you so much. And also shout out to Charles. He really puts so much love into all of our Paper Cuts titles, and he never gets his flowers, and he never wants his flowers, but we give it to him anyway. So.
Yeah, honestly, like I was editing the book, and I didn't even know until we got the physical books, but there's like a gradient of pink on the spine. Like the little details he added are really fantastic. The light pink to the dark pink, beautiful, subtle, incredible.
Class act. Cool. Let's go into our next question. So, like we talked about earlier, so what do you think the Winx Club sort of means to you after 20 years, and also what it means to the fans after 20 years?
For me specifically, when I was growing up, I am an Asian person, and it was really hard for me to find representation in media. So I was so ecstatic to see Musa on the Winx, and she was like, I can't play an instrument, but I love music, and I was like, Musa, like we're spiritually connected as people who like music. And that was honestly about as much as it took. Back then I was so unpicky, I was just like, if you had dark hair, I would like you. But she went the extra mile for me. For everyone though, it's like, as you said earlier, Spencer, like it's a really fashion forward series. It's got diversity, which is something like people in publishing keep talking about and people in media keep talking about, but they were doing it from the very beginning in 2004, which a lot of people weren't really doing back then. for better or well, for worse, but they were doing it from the get-go, and they were doing it in an action setting, and this was like one of the first female-led action stories that was showing up on the Saturday morning cartoons, and I think that's really significant and really empowering to a lot of folks. And you're right, it is for both boys and girls, men and women. It still has an enduring legacy, and you can see it impacting a lot of cartoons of today.
Yeah. So now that we've talked about the past, so what should Winx fans be excited for moving forward? You know, we mentioned more volumes. We mentioned, you know, what are you excited for them to see now that we're refronting all of this?
I'm really excited for the Winx Club characters to just get more and more fleshed out. I would say Volume 1 is a little Bloom-centric, so for all of the Bloom fans, that's really fantastic, but like as the series goes on, all of the supporting cast is going to get more fleshed out. Of course, there will still be plenty of love for Bloom, but like the Musa stands out there, we hear you! And there's the boys, I guess.
There's Sky, I guess.
There's Sky and Brandon, I guess.
Sky and or Brandon. Also shout out to all the Techno girlies in the house. I love Techno, she's my favorite. I always love when she's like, I'm gonna copy paste you into an email and delete you, and like all of her spells were just like the internet. It was just like USB drive, throw it away. It was awesome. I love that. Anyway, cool. Thanks so much. Now, final question, real quick, most important one. Who's got your favorite outfits, and what is your favorite fit?
That's really hard because I really love Techno, she was really cool, but they all had like, I wanted to be them. Like my parents would not let me wear a crop top when I was growing up. Like that was impossible. That was a revolutionary moment for me in my 20s to finally have money and be able to do that. And it was like, thank you Winx Club for making me like ask about all of the fashion. I was like, I want the flared jeans, I want the crop tops, I want the cool skirts. That said, I probably liked Stella and Flora's outfits the most. Like, not to spread the love amongst the team, like we shouted out Techno and Musa, and now we're shouting out Stella and Flora, but they really had some great stuff, but like all of the sparkles, I was like, you'll never get it out of your carpet, but sparkle away. We are magic and we are Winx.
Exactly. Also, we're covering a lot of season 1, but as we get into season 2, shout out to Aisha. I love her. She's my gal. She's got so many great outfits. I love her water powers. We're gonna get to her. She'll be back. And I'm so excited. So cool. Thanks so much, Stephanie. Really appreciate it. And thanks so much, guys, for that was the paper cut section of the Winx Club book. Now, Fate the Winx Saga, original graphic novel series. With Christina, do you wanna do the honors of revealing? I'm gonna hit the button.
Hit the button. Hit the button. Yeah. So surprise, we're doing a graphic novel series about Fate. This was a Netflix series that aired a couple years ago. It had 2 seasons. It ends, if you know, on a crazy cliffhanger, and it was like we were going to leave it there. So we had to kind of pick this up and run with it. It is a sequel to that Netflix series.
Breaking news.
I'm so glad that we got some applause for that. Yeah, so we'll talk about that, I guess, right now. We've got the wonderful writer, Olivia Quatero-Briggs here. Yep, and it's drawn by the incomparable Christina Leonardo-Goudreau, who brings a really wonderful animated style to the series while still being able to tap into some of the more darker, more horror-based stuff. For those of you who don't know, Fate was a more adult version of our favorite Winx gals. Had some darker monsters, darker themes, and so that's why we're bringing it to our young adult line Maverick rather than paper cuts, because it's meant for a more aged up audience. But yeah, there's our favorite folks up there, courtesy of Christiane, who is just absolutely nailing it on the project. This book will be available next year. I can't talk about like specifics yet, but we should have more information about release soon. I'm gonna kick it over to you. Anything you want to add?
I mean, I was very happy to hear the applause because I was hanging out by the Winx booth where they were, selling the pens and various merchandise, and I heard some people who were kind of furious about the Netflix series. I don't know if I want to do this channel anymore. But yes, obviously it's excruciatingly different from the comic book. It's a little bit darker. But one of the reasons that I was so drawn to it as a creator, I work in film and television and comics. Most of the time, we are taking comic books and turning them into series. It's very rare that you will take a television show and turn it back into a comic book that was a comic book.
It's a comic book sandwich.
Right. That's what Winx has become. But the reason why I was drawn to it, I think, is the same reason that we're all drawn to in general in this club, is that it's extremely female-centric. These are powerful female characters that are handling their business their own way. And I think it's very rare to see, again, we're a little bit inundated in the industry with magical folks and magical schools. There's been a few other...
There's just a couple of them.
Yeah. With much larger budgets. What I love so much about this is that the teachers are not in charge.
Nope.
Not at all. Like, I love Silva, he's a cool dude, but there's no way that he's standing out to.
They have to break it out of prison.
Yeah, right. So it really, these girls really are running the show, and they're complex, and there's so many different nuances to their characters, and there's so much growth. And when you watch the television show, love it or hate it, what you come away from either way is that there is so much more to mine with these characters, to mine with this world. They were barely able to really reach the surface, in part because of the budget. The great thing about books is you don't have to worry about budget. Right. So we were able to, yes, thank you. We were able to crazy with this. And of course, I was laughed at when I said this, but we'll see. What I'm hoping for is that these books take off so much that they have to bring the show back. Yes. It was a bigger pleasure.
So yes, we're going to dive into a little Q&A between Christina and Olivia. So take it away.
Yeah, we sort of got into this already, but first of all, it's great having you here. Olivia and I have worked together in the past before on other comic book series.
My first solo book. She was the editor for my very first solo book.
It was so much fun. So it's really lovely to see you in person. First time we've met in person, folks. Comic-Con. Thank you. Oh, it's so sweet of you guys. This is great meeting you and having you here. I know that there's a lot of folks in the audience that maybe have aspirations to be maybe writers or comic book writers or want to get into that world somehow. So I guess what I'd love to know from you is like, what was your path in? Why, because I know you have a film and TV background, why shift into comics? Like, what was it about comics that made you want to start writing in this medium?
Well, I mean, long before I was really writing much of anything, I will say that from a very early age, I was telling stories. In my third grade classroom, I went to a progressive school, thank goodness, or I probably would have been kicked out. But my third grade teacher used to allow me to like sit everybody down and like get up and like tell my weird stories. But from a very early age, I was drawn to comic books, but really, and I'm gonna date myself, but the only thing that really looked like it was for me were the Archie comics, right? They had girls on the cover that weren't exploding out of their tops. I kind of instinctively knew those books were probably not for me. But I loved just how engaging the format was. But still, it seemed like there was some barrier, some mental barrier that I had between me and that world. I guess maybe because I didn't feel like there was a whole lot to mine. It was just Archie comics, which was also like, if you're talking to like comic book people, and you're like, I love Betty Veronica, and they're kind of like, You don't know what you're doing here. So I think I kind of felt like there was a barrier between me and the comic book world. But then cut to, many years later, after graduate school, I had worked for an incredible man and comic book writer and TV executive, who some of you might know the name of Adam Black. And he's now the showrunner for a really known show called The Equalizer. So I befriended him at the end of graduate school. And it was about 2 years after I graduated. I had my first daughter. We maintained a friendship, and he called me and said, "Hey, do you want to interview to be a writer's assistant on Criminal Minds Beyond Borders?" And you basically take notes in a TV writer's room. So of course I said yes. And I got the job. I was living here at the time. I moved back out to LA with my baby and my dog and all that. And so I worked as a writer on that show. I ended up getting staff the next year on the show called The Arrangement, which is for the entertainment, which I'm sure you know what you're talking, which is part of the reason why we're not here. But it was when that show got canceled and I had a family that I started to sweat. And I said, I need something. And I very arrogantly thought, oh, I have TV credits, they're so easy, I'll just hop on some other show. It's not easy. It's worthwhile, it's not easy. And so I contacted Adam Black and I said, listen, do you have anything for me? And he said, well, I don't have anything in TV right now, but I've been dying to write this comic book called Mary Shelley Monster Hunter, but I know that I can't write it without a female voice, because he's responsible. He's a responsible old white man. So there's a line. But anyway, so he said, do you want to write a comic book? I had never even come close to writing a comic book. In fact, and this is like life imitating art, I had written a play about this writer who's constantly seeking her father's approval, which I thought was far enough away from me, because I didn't think that I wanted my father's approval. But also, I wanted the character to be a writer, but I didn't want him to be so close to me, so I made him a comic book writer, because I thought, I'll never end up doing that. And not only was I dead wrong about that, but I also, I want my father's approval. I get to stay at home when I come here, because I grew up in New York City. My dad lives a couple blocks away, so I'm 40. So anyway, I didn't have anything else going on. The idea sounded phenomenal. I knew that I was completely out of my depth. I had Adam Black, who again is written to me. And of course, because it was Adam Black, and he had this very rich relationship, very long-standing relationship with Aftershock, we kind of flew through. So there wasn't really very much deliberation. We didn't have to do a whole bunch of critiques. So I got lucky there. But what I will say in terms of my journey starting out, it was amazing to be able to do a co-write as my first book and be introduced to the industry that way. And I feel like that's kind of a less common story maybe, but I have like brilliant writer friends who haven't kind of cracked the egg yet. And so every once in a while I'm like, well, hey, listen, you ever want to do a book? It's I can introduce you, I can teach you how to do this, because it's a cushioned way of getting in, as opposed to the kind of cold submission process that a lot of times folks have to go through. And it doesn't matter coming from the TV world. The comic book and publishing side of the industry is really tough. They're like, we don't care how many TV shows you've worked on. You have to work your way up, and oh, you made $5 grand a week on your last show? Yeah, you're making $60 a week. So have fun with that, which is good. It's how we sharpen our teeth as comic book creators, because it is different. It's its own skill, and I have just completely fallen head over heels for it. I will always be making comic books. I don't care what happens in film and TV. It's become a home, and in large part that is because of the comic book fans. I cannot tell you how refreshing it is to immerse myself in groups of people that love being fans and read. Read! It is totally invaluable. And there's a lot of pretense in the film and TV industry, and there's no pretense here. So I want to thank you guys for always keeping it real. And anytime I get down and oh God, I hope my book is good.
I get to do this anymore. It's so hard. And then I think about you guys, and I get back to my computer. So so thank you. It was a very extremely long way. We're making a comic book, which is really exciting. We get to do some fun, interesting, big stuff in it because, like you said, there isn't a special effects budget in comics. There's just the, what your limit of your imagination is. Yeah. So I think that this next chapter for Fate is going to be really exciting, really fun, and really romantic. Yes. There's a lot of fun romance in the Fate show. And I think that one of the batons that you picked up from the show and run with is absolutely those romantic pairs. So do you want to talk a little bit about who your favorite couple is, and maybe hint a little bit about what's happening? There's some fun cliffhangers at the end of season 2 in regards to who's with who.
And if you guys were fans of the show, we're picking up all of that. I didn't let anything hang because I was like, listen, I really got into the show when I watched it. I watched it for the purpose of this book, and I was like, all right, well, this is. And I don't, again, like she said, nothing's stopping us here, so I can do whatever I want with this. So I want to see these storylines through. So in terms of the romances, I think you guys might have sensed a little something brewing on the Terra front. Maybe. Well, we're going full throttle with that, which was very, very important to me. I don't think that we see enough queer characters just kind of doing their thing without it like being a big issue. So spoiler alert, she's not having a big coming out party. She's just doing her thing. But she has, we have a great romance for her, and one that she is struggling with as, really the first time that she's ever had these types of feelings. And for those of us who have been in those types of relationships before, where we realize that we really have a lot on the line, it can be hard when you start to get in our own way. And without outing a gentleman in the front row too much, that romance is very much based on some recent romantic issues that I have had. You didn't know I did that. Just finding that out now. But yes, you might find some things you said in there. So that's on the Terra front, which we really spent a lot of time honing that romantic relationship, and I'm so excited because you're gonna I can't say anything. You're gonna think things are happening, and then you're gonna just be so gratified when you get to see what happens. That one's really fun. Another one that I'm really excited about, which. Now, I can't remember if this was Bring at the end of the show. There's no way I just came up with this.
Or I think I know what you're talking about. Yes, there was something there. There was a little bit. A little spark. Interesting looks.
Musa and Ribbon. So
we actually have time to explore that. Yes. To see what that kind of relationship and pairing would actually play out like, which is very exciting.
She's so fun because, look, Tara is amazing, but she's a very happy person.
Yeah, she's like a golden retriever. She loves people. She wants to engage with people. I think Musa and Ribbon have a very different dynamic.
There's all of those layers. I always love the bad boy. I know we like nice guys. So that is it's very fun to play with. So the two of them. I'm not giving it all to you, I'll put it that way, but we have some very, very rich tension. Because though we're only doing 2 volumes right now, my sneaky little plot is to do this for as long as I can. So I'm not giving it all to you yet. But that's a fun little romance too. And then of course, we do have, there's always going to be Blue and Sky.
Yes. Can't talk about romance in Winx without talking about Blue and Sky. Doesn't matter if it's club or fate or whatever, gotta talk about those guys.
But unfortunately, Sky is in for it. He gets duped in a rough time. He's totally heartbroken, and then he gets attacked multiple times, and then he gets duped. So yeah, we're really throwing it at Sky. And then, oh my god,
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait and see. But so I guess to wrap this up, you know, is there anything? You know, we leave a lot of those characters at the end of season 2 into various situations, or where they're coming through with emotional issues. And Musa has decided not to use her magic at all. She's a light fairy in the show, so she's decided to bet on that. Yeah, there's something going on with her and Ribbon. Bloom is gone. Sky is heartbroken. Do you want to tease anything? Is there any spoilers?
I don't know what it can. What? I mean, you guide me here. Because I don't want to blow it. You can blow it. You're regularly employed.
Possibly died at the end of season 2. Who will possibly see again in this volume because of the
Oh, yes, of course. Okay. Well, she's still dead.
Oh, no.
Beatrix is back.
Yes, and that's
for Beatrix fans. Yes.
We'll leave it for Beatrix fans with her
Still
beautiful red lipstick and ginger
and
hair.
snarky attitude.
Yeah, we will see her again for sure. But that's, I think that's all we can say about Beatrix. But yeah,
But
we're
also, oh yeah.
nope, can't give anything else away.
God, this is so hard.
But
I told her to shut me up.
but we're really excited about the book. We think it's going to take the characters in interesting and new directions. You know, if you love Winx Club, Faith was a great aging up of those characters. It was an interesting, different exploration of those characters along with horror themes. And we're just going to continue that on. And yeah, I guess you guys are going to have to wait until, unfortunately, next year to hear more.
But it's, I mean, listen, I'm tooting my own horn here, but I really do think it's worth it. We've created a really, really strong arc that took what the show set up, and we're making it bigger. The stakes are higher. We're introducing some new big bads that are inspired by old big bads, Winx Club big bads. So there you go, Winx Club.
Yeah, tie it back together a little bit later.
I, as a creator, I'm really excited for you guys to get to read these books. I think I'm killing it.
She is.
She makes sure that I am. So yeah, she's my stopgap here. But yeah, I'm just really excited for you guys to get to read these books.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it. But yeah, so, you know, between Winx Club, Winx Fate, you know, we've got a little bit of everything for everybody coming up in the next year or so and down the line. So, a lot to get excited about in the near future. And there's also a lot to get excited about today, because we're going to be doing a little housekeeping, because today, right after this panel, if you guys want to come with us to booth 3441, it's the big Mad Cave Studios Paper Cuts graphic novels booth. You can't miss it. We've got a gigantic wall, we've got a giant banner on the ceiling. Olivia's going to be there hanging out and signing book plates for Fate the Winx Saga. So you will be able to put those in your books when they come out in July. And you can just come and hang out and check out the booth. And it's not the only thing we've got at the booth. We've also got tons and tons and tons of Winx merch between our booth at Mad Cave Studios, where we've got the beautiful gold foil 20th anniversary edition, which is a New York Comic Con exclusive. We're running a little low, not to scare you guys, but who's here just for Saturday? Who hasn't been here yet? Saturday? Okay, cool. This is all new to you guys. Who's been to the booth yet? Who's gotten it yet? Okay, cool, awesome. Cool. So yeah, if you've been there already, come hang out. If not, you know, if your first time, come hang out. And also stop by our friends at the Winx Club, booth 3154. We've got awesome, they've got t-shirts, we've got sweaters, we've got tote bags, we've got makeup kits. They've got pins and lanyards and all sorts of awesome stuff. They've got really great immersive photo ops. They've got a gigantic wing wall you can take a picture with. They've got costumes, all sorts of awesome Winx stuff. So please stop by, please come hang out. And we've also at the Paper Cuts booth, we've also got a gigantic Bloom bookshelf wall that you can come and take a picture with. So I've been hanging out with Bloom all weekend. We've been having a great time. She's a really great coworker. She's really excited to meet you guys. She's really excited that we've got this Winx Club 20th anniversary edition. So yeah, so please come by and hang out. You know, we'll be there right after this panel. So yeah, and thanks so much for stopping by, everybody. Now, real quick, we've got some extra time. So if anybody would like to ask some questions about Club or Fate or anything in between, please feel free to come and hang out. you raise your hand. I do not believe we have a microphone, but it's a little small in here. So, see you over there. You want to ask a question? Go for it.
It's more of just like an appreciation comment.
Also, sorry guys, before you go, I would like to take a picture with everybody, if that's okay. Sorry, I should have said that.
We want like everyone's beautiful cosplay.
Yeah.
We want your beautiful faces, and we want to show off how fall this room is.
Hello everyone, look who I met. Oh, sorry.
Kevin White in the leather.
Kevin Bailey, Kevin Nix.
Yes.
Kevin.
I just got here. I missed the panel. I'm so upset. The Greyhound was like delayed or whatever.
But it's all right because we're gonna be heading to the booth. I heard that the panel was good, by the way, but I heard that there's 2 booths for Winx Club and there's another one for paper cuts. So we're gonna try to head to both of them. It's gonna be on the 3rd floor. And I'm also here with my dad. So it's the 3 of us. So we're gonna try to head there because I heard that there's some merch that, which I'm pretty sure is probably the comics book, that are almost selling out. So we want to hurry up and try to get some of the, get as much merch and stuff as we can, as much as we can. So see you guys there. Do you see any Winx members around that went at the right spot?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Pardon me.
Oh, we're here! It's so many people though. Sorry. It's so many people. Oh my gosh. Oops. We're here, guys.
Oh yeah, that's why they have like the double-sided
Oh my gosh. Sorry. 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 Oh my gosh, it's Techna. This is so nice. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. We're here, guys. So we just made it at the booth. We're here. We're gonna wait to try to get our pictures taken and such. So we'll see. I'm gonna go on that side to take some pictures, sorry.
Oh, totally. And then we have this is the flexible one. That way it has the three pins and the lanyard.
Sorry.
That was really good.
I was like, wait, what? I forgot I'm wearing wings.
Lanyard.
I think those are raffles there. Sorry. Yeah, it looks. And then this has the sign here for the giveaway. And then this is so we're about to take a picture on one of these walls here. So the girl, I wanted to get a picture of this table by itself, but it's gonna be hard for me to do that.
See the Winx?
Oh yeah! The lady in the I think her name is Olivia. She's the writer of Fate. She's gonna be writing, because I think they changed the author for the novels. She's writing the third one. So they have her on the panel. She's so pretty. That's all for all the Winx news shared. Thank you for watching and listening. Click the bell and subscribe for more Winx videos, and let me know down in the comments your thoughts, or what do you like for me to share next. Please like the videos if you enjoyed, and hope to see you again for the next one.